Hold it now. Drop that beat. I should bring my kick drum and my bass up here. I'll be like, doom, 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 doom. I like sound effects. I found a game. It's StephennJF or Steffen. I never Stephen. Must be Stephen, right? PH. StephennJF or it might be Steven. Anybody know in chat? Sucks to pronounce a player's name wrong. That's the Achilles heel for a caster. Anyway, we're gonna watch him against Jove. We featured Jove twice already today, so Jove is he's in there fighting. Good to see you guys in the chat. We got some Twitch Turbo users, and we got some people removing ad block on Sunday Night Fights channel. We appreciate that. Also on code2.org. It's just pennies. We need every penny we can get because, this is difficult. We're a very small community, and we don't have the kind of numbers that really justify all the love we put into this game. But we don't care. We do it for the passion. Barton PL, our Sunday Night Fights Season 5 champ, is in the chat. How you doing, Barton? He's talking nonsense, but that's what he does. All right, let's watch Steffen and Jove. His name is Jeff, Steve, Steffen. Nobody's telling me how to pronounce it. Steffen might be streaming right now, so we could go check. This is gonna bug me. I gotta know. Is he streaming? Let me just check real quick. Not like we could go in there and ask him to pronounce it. Well, I guess we could, right? We could go in and ask him to pronounce his name. Let me see if he's streaming. That's my look at dude +10. He is streaming. Let's see if we can visit his stream and ask him how to pronounce his name. So that game will be 8 minutes ahead. If you want to watch it from Steven's perspective, Steven. I should have just picked another game. It's gonna drive me crazy. Oh look, he's out of game. Uh-oh, that means it was quick. Let's see if we can pull this off. Let's see if he'll answer me. I said, greets from SNF. How do you pronounce your name?
He's going to do what I'm doing now.
See, he knows that game must have been quick.
Hey,
all right, good. It's like we're kind of talking delay Twitch style.
But don't you have to wait like 8 minutes?
Yeah, we do have to wait 8 minutes. He's watching me and I'm watching him. This is weird.
How do you pronounce my name? Steven.
Yes!
Yeah, it's Steven. Yes! A lot of people say Stefan, which doesn't bother me. I'm kind of used to it in real life. But yeah, the correct pronunciation is Steven.
Oh, success!
Kind of like with the VE.
I'm so glad to know that now.
End.
I can always say it correctly.
Great.
Same. Okay, that's all we wanted from you. See you later. Off you go. That's all we wanted. All right. Thanks very much. It's Steven. Now we can do his game. It's probably going to be a short and sweet one. Oh, what's up, Overlay? Come on, man. Hook me up. There we go. All right, it's Steven. We learned. Our mission was success. I like to give missions to my son. It might be like taking out the plastic recycling or something. But if it's a mission, it's more fun for him. And then when he comes back, it's like high five, mission accomplished, achievement unlocked. It's like video game terminology is part of my parenting to my son. It's so funny. So if he was here, we would do a high five that we succeeded in our mission. So now we know what to call Steven. Come on inside and let's watch him play this game that we suspect won't last more than 8 minutes. But who knows? He might have been playing it for a while. And we might just be catching up because of the way that OBS works. Like a game could be like an hour long. It could be at the end of the game. And we could, load in, and we could be an hour behind him and not know it, because, we load in from the start. So, who knows? We'll find out. All right, it's Steven playing the Oster. He's in the southwest of Samoski Summer, and his opponent is Jove playing the Wow, did he just retreat forward? Is that what I just saw? I thought they disabled that. Let's see if he does it again. I thought they made it so you can't do that. That was something we did at the very beginning of KOTOR, the alpha, is they would come from these weird call-off points, and we would like retreat forward to save a bit of time. I thought I was on 2 times for a second. Okay, he might just not have microed at that time. But yeah, I'm always curious as to which points you can retreat forward from and which ones you can't. It's often an issue with the battle group headquarters and also with the major. When you establish these forward retreat points, like as soon as the unit steps on the battlefield, can you retreat them forward into the front if your truck is parked here? I think it prevents you from doing that to an extent. But at some point, they cross some imaginary line somewhere where they can retreat. Maybe those of you that have played much more than I have a better feel for it and could explain it in great detail, but I certainly can't. I have no idea when they can and when they can't. Okay, Steven's coming out. He's gone an extra Pioneer. This is like a traditional like Co-1 build where you create a second Pioneer squad because you have to build something. Ooh, a quick tier. Oh, no, that's tier 1. I'm sorry. I thought it was tier 2 for a second, but that's just me being dumb. It's tier 1, of course. The long diagonal one is tier 1. The names for these things, Infanterie Company. Of course it is. What's tier 2 called? The Lichte. I don't even know. The names are bad. They should have put a little more thought into naming their tiers. Okay, first engagement. Conscripts fighting Pioneers. Pioneers don't like it. They soft pedal away. They need to keep doing so. I guess they're trying to hide. They're hiding in a little nook. They found a nook, but there are so many Soviet units around that they won't hide for very long, and they'll have to retreat. Soviets garrisoning the church quickly to get eyes on the enemy position. These guys are not in a good position. These guys are in cover. These dudes are in a road, but here come more units. Let's see. This fight is spread across a long front line. Nice little vault to soft pedal back by Steven. Steven harassing in the south. Jove trying to control the buildings in the middle and, extending quite a bit in the north. I guess he knows these folks are out of position. He's got them surrounded. Wow, quick Molotov tech. That's good on Samosky, I believe, because of the importance of the houses. Having flame nades to get garrisoned units out is often smart, so we'll see when Jove may decide to pull the trigger. Here he's got an opportunity if he can close in on these guys. Instead, he's going to cap a little bit. Maybe these guys will throw one in. Yeah, light them up. No, doesn't like it. Okay. Often when it's really obvious that the player is looking at the fight, you don't want to throw a nade. You kind of want to surprise him when it's not so obvious. And even better if you can be super elite and pro. If you can throw 2 nades on 2 different parts of the map at the same time, then you can really task his multitasking skills and maybe get a squad wipe or a really painful kill. Wow, so he gets flame nades and then upgrades flamers. That's weird because, you've only got so much munitions. Now he can't really afford many nades. It's strange to play it that way. But, yeah, he's going full-on flames for the Soviets. It's going to be difficult on his munitions reserve, but let's see. Flamers, of course, never a bad choice. Very strong, particularly on Samosky.
Well done, comrades.
Steven's just kind of keeping it range, staying away from those flames, kind of keeping those Volksgrenadiers shooting at long range. That's what you want to do. Sorry, they're not Volksgrenadiers. They're Grenadiers. And look at him jockeying for position, trying to support his MG. These guys, I like this kind of play. This is a lot of high micro, a lot of tactical micro happening. And now that it's just conscripts, now he can sort of go full on against them. The Flamers are attempting to flank. They've got this little window of blind spot because of the shack and this fence. Whoa, boy. Now we're going to see the nades coming in. There's the first molly. Nicely avoided by Steven. He's backpedaling his MG. The MG doesn't have any support anymore, and it looks like the Soviets going to totally dominate that. In this map in the tournament, we played Smoky Summer, and the Allies just completely dominated it. And Romeo was complaining that it's dominated by allies to such an extent that maybe it shouldn't even be a tournament map, or maybe Smoky Winter would be a better tournament map. But, you know, that map's difficult for Axis as well because the allies can use the ice to create more flanking patterns. I don't know. It's tough. But since, you know, we played it in rounds where it was best of 3 and both sides have to deal with the same issues, I figured it's fair. And this is a classic map. I always expected to see it in tournaments. And, you know, if you feel that it needs to be adjusted in some way, then you got to let Eagleheart know about it, you know. He made a thread. He's asking for your opinion. So, you know, tell him, let's widen up this road a little bit. Let's make sure that the Okabe truck can't come and park here and block the allies in. And let's, you know, if allies are too strong here, let's deal with it somehow to give Axis a better fighting chance on this map. All right, Steven's in a bad way. He's in a bad shape. He's kept his squads alive, but he's had to retreat, and that means no map control. Jove's got him surrounded. He's got guys posted up all over the Smoky. So any direction. Okay, that's a smart build from Steven to get a mortar. Often when you're penned in like this, it's a ranged unit that can help you bust out. We see a demo on the church. Steven doesn't have sweepers. That would probably be a good idea. Ammunition is always at a premium for early Axis players, particularly when you don't have map control, so Steven doesn't want to spend them on sweepers or flamers. He's saving his munitions. He could get a possible Shrek, maybe put a Shrek on some Panzer Grenadiers. He's going tier 2. You know, this is only going to last so long before Jove techs to something. Now, did we see Jove just wait for call-ins before and not really tech? Did we see him tech late? I can't remember, but I watched a couple of his games. I just think we see kind of a late tier 2 for an AT gun if he needs it. All right, the mortar's starting to rain in. Jove's doing a good job to reposition his units, not take the brunt of that mortar fire. Steven keeps like probing the lines here and there. He's, you know, it's hard. The thing about having a mortar is you don't know where to target. If they keep moving around in the fog of war, you don't know where you should be targeting. You know, and you don't really have a scout. How do you scout? How do you find the allied position? You got to just move infantry forward to find them. And that can be costly. We saw those pioneers have to retreat. Good on Steven for kind of making some progress at the top of the map. At least he's capped this point. He's got his MG up there. He's got some grenadiers capping in the north. They're going to try to pick up that ammo, which he desperately needs. The mortar's still firing away. Let's see what's it firing at now. It's just firing blind at the church, which is currently not occupied. So that's interesting. You know, we see guards and a counter mortar. Wow. So Jove just decided to pick his doctrine. He's gone guard motor, and he immediately calls out both of the first 2 units from guard motor. He gets the heavy mortar that he's going to use to try to counter this mortar, and he gets guards, which wound up being exactly the right choice because they'll counter this half track. So good prediction from Jove in his build order. Let's see if he can keep this noose nice and tight. Now, does he have AT nades? Yes, he does. He's got everything. Look at that. Fully upgraded HQ. He's got medics. He's got flames. Here comes a Molly. He's chasing. He wants to get another AT nade in. He got one in from this squad, but nice micro by Steven to back the SDKFC into friendly territory. But, you know, his volts are getting low. Are they reinforcing? Oh boy, it's happening so slowly. You can see down here the status of the full reinforcement. Oh, good kill. That's a break. He got those retreating flamers. That's 60 munis gone. And now both sides are starting to mortar one another, and this could get interesting. Let's see where the allied mortar's set up. He's back here by the lake, hiding behind a tree. This is a nice thing to do, actually. I mean, now that we have occlusion in KO2, it's better. You know, enemies, you can see units behind trees and stuff. Can you believe there was no occlusion for like the first year and a half of this game? But now we have this wonderful unit occlusion. But still, putting units behind objects makes them a little bit harder to see and to target and so forth. So there used to be a trick where if you get, and probably still is, but if you put like, if there's a tall building and you put a unit like right in this corner down here, then to counter target that unit, you have to actually rotate your camera. So that would add a step of micro to your opponent by hiding a unit behind a building. Okay, the guards are getting into it. They're on the wrong side of this cover, but there are lots of conscripts to help. And whoa, was that a big Axis mortar shot? Wow, they got a pip of vet as they kill 5 of the 6 guards. That was an epic shot. That Axis mortar now has 8, so he's out mortaring the Allied mortar, and the Allied mortar is out of position. He's discovered by these pioneers. Oh man, Stephen's putting up a great fight, and wow, the pioneers forced this mortar to retreat. There was absolutely nothing guarding it, and Stephen, dude, how is he doing this? He was stuffed into his base, but he somehow broke out, and now look, he's capping all over the place. Let's check out the minimap real quick as we see everything of Stephen capping. The bleed is being... Jove is trying to stop the bleed up in the north, but, you know, he needs to cap his own fuel, but he's, like, rushing forward. His units are maybe out of his control a little bit. Where is he going with all these guys? Now these guys are going to go back. He's being forced to micro everywhere. He upgraded another Flamer squad. Oh, this is a nasty fight. LMG Grenton's at close range against these Flamers. Yikes. Whoa. And the Flamers get some nice crits in. Down to 2 guys. And the Grens are going to have to retreat. These guys got a lot of capping to do all of a sudden. Nice micro by Stephen to cap all over the place. Oh, we missed the demo. Darn, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what might have died in there, or if anything died. Where's my replay button? But, darn, yeah, is Stephen in chat? What happened in the church? Jove triggered the demo probably while I was zoomed in on that Flamer fight. And perhaps I don't know if he killed something of Stevens. He has got a lot less Grens now. Maybe he got a Gren squad. Okay, the mortars are back, plugging away. They're both attacking other targets. It's interesting when they attack each other. You know, like when the mortars are mortaring one another. Right now, they're trying to pick on other targets. Harassment by Stephen in the south. He's put a S-mine field down. And, you know, the signs are up. Jove surely sees it. Look, he's a bit cautious to move forward. He doesn't want to set off all those S-mines. And Stephen keeping his stuff active. He's got a medic bunker now. Still hasn't chosen a doctrine. Let's see what he's got available. We got Lightning War, Joint Operations, and Mechanized. Well, that's a different Mechanized. There are multiple mechanized German doctrines. German mechanized. That's different than mechanized assault. Okay. Thanks, Relic. Jesus, naming fail. So we'll see what Stephen chooses. I don't know what his preference is. And this game is stabilized a bit. We had a flurry of capping activity and craziness as Stephen broke through. But now it's stabilizing. Got action up here. We got a little skirmish between conscripts and grenadiers. Grenadiers now have lots of guys. Here comes a molly. Stephen sees it coming a mile away. He moves before they even toss it. When you see your opponent start moving away before you even toss it, just cancel the toss, man. Just hit stop or micro them to move somewhere. You know, you don't want to actually throw that molly. There's action happening in the center. We have some Panzer Grenadiers out. Oh! Jove is trying to pull off this crazy bit of larceny, stealing an MG. Oh, and he's successful. And even though these heavy mortar rounds are falling all over the place, Jove is going to get away with that MG. Action's continuing in the north, this skirmish, but really Jove doesn't have the firepower to deal with all these guys. Although he's isolated one little fight here and he's winning it. Stephen needs to get some reinforcements up there. Perhaps hop the Grens into the half-track really quick to save their lives. Can he do it? Or is he going to let them die? Whoops. I don't know what happened there, but they definitely didn't get in. They might have been invited to get in. It's like the half-track ran up and opened the door and said, "Get in, dudes!" And they're like, "Nah, we want to fight." There's just madness as Jove pushes with his infantry. He's got guards coming forward, lots of conscripts. These guards might be able to finish off the half-track. These conscripts will surely finish it off. Stephen's given up on it. He's not. I thought he'd given up on it. Now he micros again. But it looks like the small arms fire from the guards is going to kill that half-track. Stephen, you know, he's got units all over the place. Maybe this is a mistake. Maybe these LMG Grens really needed to be in the center at his hard point because he got crushed right outside of his base. And that's hard for Ostier. Ostier can't afford to let their hard point get broken. But who knows? Maybe Steven will be right. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. Maybe he'll capture Zis, a wayward Zis. But Jove sees it, runs back into his base. PZGs come out. Some people hate that abbreviation. I don't know why, but I like it. PZGs come out and they chase off the conscripts, and they're going to re-raise the flag in front of their base. Nice micro, escaping some nades from the Grenadiers, and ooh, that would be a costly loss. It looks like they might fall. Will they get a burst? They got a burst in. They got another burst. Oh, has he got more to get by, or is he going to make it? Oh, my Lord. Another miraculous retreat. We've seen so many in the last day and a half. So many miraculous retreating units. I think that's at least the 4th unit that has somehow survived a retreat that I thought for sure was going to die. But they live. Here's a nice fight at close range between Flamers and Panzer Grenadiers. Ooh, oh, that's a nice merge. Pro merge from Jove. I like that. He beefs up the Flamer squad. He keeps merging into them. He did it twice there. Twice merging into the Flamers while they're fighting. Beautiful tactics. We really don't see that often, but that was nicely done. And that forces Steven back once again. Steven, man, isn't it time to choose a doctrine? Instead, he's going to build a support armor core, and he's going to get a P4 out. So doctrineless fighting from Steven. P4 building, and he desperately needs it because Jove is all. Look at Jove's army, my lord. The unit preservation's been fantastic. He's got a massive army. Look at that, 70 pop versus 40 at 17 minutes in. Having 70 pop at 17 minutes is a lot. And let's see if he retreats successfully. Yes, he will. This double vet. Look at, I love it. The back guys in the squad are conscripts. Check them out. You can recognize their uniforms. That combat engineer squad. All right, Steven, this might be make it or break it time for him. The P4 has arrived. You can check out his skin. Nice 3-tone skin on the P4. He's got work to do. Can he break this? Whoa, we see a lot of red XP flowers.
We are losing territory.
Is that Axis mortar still doing work? He's got 8 kills. It was the Grenadiers, probably throwing nades. Okay, P4 says rawr. Blasting onto the field, chasing off the conscripts. No 18 nades from them. They still got the Zis to deal with. What was that ability briefly? I don't know what that was, but whatever it is, it's gone. I don't know what, maybe prioritize vehicles? I don't know what it was briefly. We do have marked target here, but he can't afford it. Marked vehicle. Oh man, and now this AT gun is kind of checkmated out of position, but the Panzer Grenadiers have to retreat out. Okay, I was totally wrong. It does have enough support. The support's just over here. Oh, Ura in for the 18 aid. Let's see what RNG God says. No engine grid. Oh, but still, oh, Button might win it. But can he sneak behind the house in time to avoid the final kill shot from the Zis? Yes, he can. Some delicate and swift micro from Steven to preserve the Panzer IV. I thought it was dead for sure when the button came in. Steven is losing stuff in other areas. I don't even know where he lost that squad or what squad it was, but he does save the P4 just amazingly. When it was buttoned right here, I thought the Zis would kill it for sure. But the Zis was never able to shoot. Let's see where the repaired dudes are. Here they come. Steven will be able to repair his P4. This was not an 8-minute game. It was the case that they had been playing for quite some time before we discovered this game, so that's all good. We've had good luck with games so far. I seem to pick winners, so we're having good luck. Knock wood. Hopefully it will continue. We haven't seen any real quick stomps yet. Man, Steven keeps losing units, and I'm not seeing it. I hear the announcer say it, but I have no idea what it is or where it happened. Or no, wait a second. What announcer? It's Jove that's losing units. Well, that makes more sense because he had so damn many of them. I get the I get the Russian announcer and the German announcer confused because their accents sound a little bit similar. All right, T-34 85's unlocked, and here they come. Go get them, guys. There's a nice skin too, right? Look at these dudes. They also have a 3-color skin. They're ready to get onto the battlefield. And luckily for us, we're going to see a nice fight because the P4 has been repaired, and Steven's pushing forward. He's upgraded the MG on top. Oh no, but if he walks into the Zis and dies, oh boy, he's going to use the cover of that house again to escape. Look at the Zis fire into the corner of the house. Don't sit there, Steven. There's conscripts around your back door. And this time, they do get the engine crit, and it's huge. Did he hit a mine, too? And the T-34, I'm just going to jump on him. The T-34-85 just jump all over that wounded P4. Oh, a nade clears the Zis, but it's too late. Jove will be able to repopulate it pretty easily. And Steven's in full retreat mode. He's trying to build a Pac 43. I don't think he's going to get it up in time, though. Now the T-34 have discovered it, and they are surely not going to let... Oh, wow. It's actually going to complete, but Steven throws in the towel before he even tries to rotate it. They could just kite it all day long. Steven knows he's beaten. He was a little careless with the P4, kind of rushed in too willy-nilly. I think his army missed well, I don't know what it missed. That was just a rough game. Jove had so many units and such great preservation for so long. Steven was always fighting from the back foot, and the 85s are going to seal the deal. So there's the knockout punch. Good game, Steven. Good game, Jove. It was still a pleasure. Maybe some of you guys caught it first-person perspective. See how everybody's doing. We're doing pretty good. We got 312 on this Saturday afternoon. I'm going to do one more game, okay? Okay. And then I'm going to have to make some lunch or something. So, one more game. Hopefully some ballers are in there. I see Barton in the chat. Why don't you get in the game, bro, and play? Stop talking and start playing. Start fighting. Because, you couldn't even get third place in the tournament, so you clearly have some practicing to do. I don't know. You're playing Civ 5 all the time. I don't know what the allure is with civilization. Barton, your home is Company of Heroes, so just accept it. Just accept your fate. Be zen about it, and just play and stream CO2. That's what everybody wants you to do. Quit resisting. Just give in. Give in to your BFF, to my requests. Your presence is requested in CO2 Auto Match. Don't let me down, BFF. All right, we'll be back at the break with our last game of the day. See you guys soon.